I thought they give you a countdown. They don't do that no more.
Nah, just
This
get
shit, they
straight
used
to
to say Zoom is bugged out. It used to give you a fucking countdown 5, 4, 3, or 3, 2, 1. Now they just start the episode. All right, so it's
it. We
episode.
here.
We here. Episode 81, Corey Cash Podcast. I'm back. The first part of the year, you know, I had to like really put myself in a isolated space and be like, yo, I gotta get this done and be consistent because I'm inconsistent. Um Today I got a guest, me, Steph. Actually, yo, how we met through the background acting joint, right?
Yeah, working in film and TV. We worked on set. I forgot what set it was, but yeah, that was a few years back.
I think it was that fucking that old school set when we had to wear we was in that big ass venue like in Queens or New Jersey.
Yeah, what was it? It wasn't Jersey. Yeah, it was somewhere. It was somewhere out the
It
way.
was the one that was like it's supposed to take place in like 2003. We had to wear like big ass clothes and shit, like a
And I
video
remember
game.
I saw you. I thought the funny thing is, I I had did a double take because I thought you was Shiggy. You don't remember? And I had walked up to you and I'm like, yo, you look like Shiggy. And you was like, nah, I get that all the time. That was like the icebreaker. But that's what happened. I had thought I saw you in the cut. You was chilling. And I'm like, yo, Shuggy here.
So lately, me and Steph been kicking it. Like she been shooting and shit with me, like on some like, yo, how you feel about this? Cause she been tapped into the pod. We end up finding out we listen to the same pods. We interested in the same topics, same things. Like Joe Budden, fucking Math Hoffa, the list goes down. I don't really listen to $1 million worth of game, but the list goes down. And I was just like, yo, bro, we should just do a pod. And we've been like shooting and talking about it. And finally we got to it. So Steph, if you want to talk about yourself, you could give a brief, you know what I mean? Like let them know a little, so I ain't gotta go too deep.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we met working in film and TV. I go by OCAB Steph on all socials, OHK_B Steph, 100K and better. I'm an entrepreneur. I do pretty much everything, but I enjoy, like you said, I enjoy the culture. Enjoy podcasts, Joe Budden, Maul and Rory, $1 million worth of game, and just chopping it up and talking about the culture. That's
I
really
just want the homies to know you tapped in. Like they've been hitting me up, like, yo, you doing the part. I was like, I got somebody, bro. I got somebody that like really be doing the intricate, like deep dives because I personally, if I had to choose, I really don't give a fuck about none of this shit. But it's interesting, but I'm not this person that embody everybody's feelings and choose sides in a lot of situations. And that could lead us into the first topic because the world is in the fucking frenzy. Well, I kind of think it died down to this Tory and Meg shit. Yo, I've been learning a lot, like, to be honest with you. And I like look like as far as like looking up like the charges and shit.
Yeah.
Everybody, the world is in a frenzy, but it's like when you really look up the charges, it's not saying that he actually shot her. He's getting charged with a threat. Threat is an assault with a weapon. So I was looking at that. I see the division between people that believe Meg and don't believe Meg. So how you felt about this whole case and how it broke down and
Yeah,
day one?
it's been a wild ride. Kind of like you said, I think the media, there was a division. It was very divisive. It kind of became more black man versus black woman. And then of course Meg accusing Tory of shooting her, and he's saying he didn't do it. And I'll take it back. So when it first came out in 2020, we all know about that live with Meg, and she was at Kylie house and she was with Tory, and that's kind of, nobody really knew that they was messing around. We just thought they were probably working on some music together, whatever. But from there, you hear there was a shooting, and I thought it was maybe a robbery or something like that because we knew that at first it said, well, it wasn't even a shooting. They said that Tory got arrested on a gun possession charge, and Meg had stepped on glass, and then they said it was an unidentified woman. So being that they was just on live, like a little before that news broke, I'm thinking, okay, because they said it was a mystery woman, it was an unidentified woman. So I'm thinking maybe Kylie was in the car with them. They're in a rich neighborhood, coming from a party. Maybe somebody tried to rob them, and Tory, maybe brandished the gun. or something like that. And then, you know, more information started coming out. And then a few weeks later, Meg is like, nah, Tory shot me. And it just started getting crazy. But the actual charges, which nobody was really focused on during the whole ordeal, he was facing 3 charges. So negligent discharge of a firearm,
Right.
assault with a semi-automatic firearm,
Right.
and possession of an unregistered firearm.
Right.
Based on those 3 charges, the way the evidence ended up playing out, which if anybody's listening right now, we all know that he was found guilty on all 3 charges before a jury of 7 women and 5 men. You know, they kind of, there was more focus on Tory shooting Megan. I think it was more complex than that. I don't think it was very cut and dry because everybody who was involved that night, they weren't really being transparent.
They all lied. None of their stories was consistent.
All of yeah, it's just such a weird story, man. Even right now,
it's messy.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like, yeah.
I can tell you how I feel because I'm really at a place where I feel like first and foremost, right? The case is really Tory versus State, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
It's not Tory versus Meg. She's a victim and she's a witness and she's a test. So that's the first thing. So everybody, y'all in confusion, y'all don't know the law, right? 2, in my perception of it's one of those situations in which he fucked both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It got into a heated argument in the car. Kelsey's 4'11", Meg is 5'10". Kelsey's getting her ass whooped, reached for the gun. Her and Tory's fighting for the gun. It goes off, ricochets, and hit Meg. And now we have a situation. Because Meg's story has not been consistent to me personally. Mm-hmm. She said, Tory, you shot me. But then I think it was a song that when she was bragging, boasting, you shot me while my back is turned. So do you know who shot you or not?
Yeah.
Right? Then when we seen the actual photo that leaked as far as the foot, it didn't look like a bullet hole. Then I remember prior to this, they was talking about how it happened in the car. How do you shoot a person in the foot in the car? Because that was a big argument. Then it was hard to believe it because she was twerking 2 days later. It was just like, then she went on Gayle King and said she didn't have no sexual relations with Tory. And I know that a lot of people were like, why does it matter the sexual, her partners and her history? And I just think when you in a place of saying that somebody shot you and it's that severe and the story is that severe, your story should just remain consistent because we don't know what you lying about. If you lied about because the thing is, where was the connection for him to shoot you? It's not like y'all got into an argument as innocent bystanders and it happened, you got assaulted. So it had to be some type of connection between man and woman for it to get physical, or for it's violence to even occur. So now we in confusion when you said, well, I never had a relationship with this man, right? So then now goes to come to find out, she admits she did, and admits that she didn't really want to admit to it, saying that her boyfriend is taking hits on this as well. So now you have a story that's just not consistent. Then you also have the witnesses that come. One is a neighbor, one is the stylist. Kelsey got granted immunity. I don't really know how that works because I'm not too familiar. I don't know how. And I think that in her statement, she testifies, she got to admit that what she did and how she took part. And I think that the narrative came to, let's double team Tory. Let's get him the fuck out of here. Because if you tell, then I think the whole goal and narrative was for Meg to look like an innocent bystander that had contributed nothing to this heated moment and just looking like an innocent bystander. I really don't agree with that. I do think that all parties should be held accountable to this heated situation. It's unfortunate. I have sympathy and empathy that she was shot in this instance.
Right. Of course. It's a traumatic event for all of them. But so when you say like you felt like Kelsey and Meg were trying to double team Tory, do you think they were working together? Because I personally felt like Kelsey was just trying to protect herself.
I think at one point they've been at odds since the situation, and that's what was very, very telling to me because I think Kelsey had took a point of making a diss track and explaining like, yo, this nigga did it, and I think it got to a point where now when the police involved, it's time to fold. It's time to choose a side. You can no longer play a side of silence, and I know niggas is laughing, but that Rock Nation shit has a lot to do with it.
You think Rock?
Rock Nation was very smart and strategic in how they did everything. Tory has no back end for no label, so label can't fight. He got to pay for all of this with his money. 2, why you think they put Rihanna in the Super Bowl? Rihanna has no new music. Rihanna has been living her best life as a billionaire and doing Fenty, and now she's performing in the Super Bowl with no new music. So if they knew that it looked crazy in the beginning. Don't get me wrong, because we still are unsettled with the decision of all 3 charges and Kelsey walking away free. But it looked like Tory was going to win at one point. And if Tory won, then that means everybody has to apologize to him. And you got prideful people that's not going to apologize and say, well, I still feel like he did it. Then the whole internet has to bash Meg. I don't see that happening. Then you have February that comes up when she's performing in the half. Everybody forgets it. Rihanna distracts everybody from it. So Rock Nation has put everything in place to go how it was supposed to go. They was prepared to lose and they was prepared to win.
Yeah.
Tory had no backing and nobody for that. And I'm not saying that Tory didn't do it or whatever. I'm not choosing a side in this. I'm just telling you my perspective on this, like for the listeners. I'm just saying, like, I really felt like Kelsey did the shit. Because that's the story that makes sense. You can't say that even the whole dance bitch, that was a thing that came up into being false. Like, then the story that the stylist told about both of them had weapons prior to going to the party. It was intent on violence even going down. Kelsey had her gun, Meg had her knife or mace or something like that. So it's like it was something heated was bound to happen. Whether it was them two, whether it was one against Tory or both of them against Tory, something was gonna happen. Then it was stretched out as far as like they jumped her and was gonna throw her in the water. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, that sound walky. I don't know where that I don't know.
So all these perspectives and narrative is crazy. I think that is unfair that he got all 3 charges. To me personally, Kelsey should have got assault with the deli. Like, she should have got that shit. He should have got 2 or 1. But Kelsey should have got something. She walking away scot-free don't sit right with me. And I think that, yeah, we talk about believe black women and black, but we watching a black man. I get he's Canadian, but we watching a black man get crucified and get hit with all 3 with no evidence. That's crazy. That's crazy. And this is common. You have innocent black men that are in jail, locked up for life. I've seen them on Joe Rogan podcast talking about it. I had to go study law to get myself out of jail. Like, well, shit, For Life is about that. 50 Cent show. He had to go study law to help other jummies that are innocent get out of their cases. So it's like, for him to get all 3 with no evidence is crazy because that's not even how the law works. And people's glorifying this shit like we not seeing like somebody get crucified. We find like I think it's very unsettling because it didn't carry over into the new year. This whole thing been dragging for 2 years. Who shot who? The moment he sentences, it just goes away. What is the universe doing with this case? Like, it's very in question and it's very telling to me. But I don't. How you feel, Steph, about this whole shit?
I think it's weird how like certain people weren't allowed to even question. We weren't allowed to. It's like Megan is saying her truth, what she feels happened, and that's it. And anytime you would be like, well, well, what about the other parties? She got shot. That's it. She got shot. And I'm like, I understand that because, of course, I do believe she got shot. I think we have enough proof at this point. But it's like, why can't we question the motive? Because here's my thing, right? All right, cool. We're going with Megan's testimony. Her statement is that, they got into a little issue at the pool party. And I'm going to get into that later, too, because, I don't feel like the other two women in the situation were held accountable for what led up to the shooting. But anyway, I think that with Meg, I had lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
You was getting into the you was getting into the like the I guess the meat and potatoes about Meg's presentation because you said pool party, and I was asking how do you feel about the verdict?
Yeah, as far as now I had a point that I was saying when you was talking as far as him
getting all 3 charges. Was you talking about that?
Nah, what was I there was a point that I had lost it. Damn. My memory.
No, you get it.
Yeah, but anyways, like I know what I was trying to say. I was trying to say as far as like people not allowing others to question any other narrative, right? So the narrative of as far as her saying that Tory did it. And everyone's kind of just saying, of course, believe black women, or whatever the case may be. But another thing that we're not taking into consideration is that there seemed to be a betrayal between two friends, right?
Yes.
So, and on top of that, like Tory and Kelsey having their situation, this isn't the first time that Megan allegedly backdoored her. So we're able to go with this narrative that they're in a car, Megan and Tory's in a car, and somehow a disagreement happened about the music and her saying that, Jack Harlow, the only reason why Tory is relevant is because Jack Harlow, and he got so offended, his ego is so fragile that she was able to just, he would just take out a gun and shoot her and potentially, seriously harm her. But no one can really believe the possibility that another female, her best friend at the time of many years before the fame, who just found out in real time that her friend betrayed her yet again. Why, in a heated moment, especially if allegedly she just got the dog shit beat out of her by Megan a few minutes before that, why they don't see it possible that she can possibly go to the car and take out a gun. And of course, I don't condone, whether it was Tory or Kelsey, we don't really know the whole truth. I don't condone, bringing a gun to a simple argument. I think that's fucking shit. But I just feel it's odd that, people will be like, well, Tory shot her because the argument was that, his music is trash, but people can't see like a crime of passion or someone feeling so enraged because they've been betrayed it from, by their best friend. And on top of that, no one's put into accountability, like into the account that there was a fight, there was a physical altercation. That's also
That's
where
the only thing that's been consistent. That's the only thing that's been consistent. That's the only story that's been consistent within all time.
But they're not even they didn't even bring it up. Like when they asked Megan in court, she denied that there was a fight. And Kelsey, well, I can see why Kelsey would deny that there's a fight. Because then that can open up the door to motive. But Megan didn't mention the fight. They also asked about the bags in the front seat because that, there's a possibility that it might have been her gun. She denied that too. So I'm like, a lot of these things are not being taken into account. And it's just odd. Like we can't even question it. It's like, this is what she said, believe, and of course, believe black woman. I understand that she is a victim. I'm not saying that she deserved to get shot in any means, but I feel like people have a right to ask questions because it's clear that all three of them are not being honest. They're all lying.
Yes. Yes. I agree with you. I agree with you totally. I agree with you. I don't understand why we sit here and we play the blind eye like she might have contributed to a heated situation. I know, like, I don't understand why we as humans, especially like I want to say for the black community, we seen heated situations in the hood that happen like this. Like not shooting, but I'm saying we seen friends fight because they got backdoored. We seen this shit. So, but when it comes to celebrities and being because it's Tory Lane, and then I think the pushback, and I feel like it's a good pushback. We seen consistent patterns of Tory having outrages and beating niggas up because of a few words. We seen the Travis Scott, him pressing Travis Scott. We seen him beat up August Alsina. And I forgot the other nigga name. He rap on YouTube. He's very popular. Is Dax or some shit like that? He ran down on that nigga and beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you too familiar with him, Steph, but I'm gonna send you to he's a YouTube rapper, basically. So he has many cases of the pattern, and I think that's a valid point as far as like saying that Tory could be the aggressor. But for me personally, and it's no defense or enabling his behavior, just because somebody physical don't mean that they're willing to take it to guns. That's just me though.
Exactly.
So it's crazy how we just bat an eye when every story has been consistent that they got into a heated situation and them two was fighting. I don't understand how y'all cannot see that the height differences can cause somebody smaller to pick up a weapon. We all been there before. We fought people that was bigger than them and felt like we had to equal the match. We all and so happened that emotions is high and you grab the gun. Because it wouldn't make sense that Tory grabbed a gun in an argument with Megan wanted to shoot her. If you feel like if Tory got physical in all these situations, why would he feel like he need a gun against Meg? He's beat niggas up twice his size. So it didn't make no sense. And I feel like you're not able to question. If you, especially as a black man, if you question it, you get inflamed for your opinion and question. And I think that if we're going to put rape, domestic violence on a man's name, you have a right to ask questions, because it's a shit stain on a gold jacket that can't be removed. Y'all don't understand. I think the world doesn't understand how this works. You can tell me my man's did some funny shit to you, and the uncomfortability in that conversation that I have to approach my man's with can either end in violence or friendship of a long term is ended. And my thing is, I when women advocate for these conversations, they want it to be held in front of them, and that's not for you to be there, because I'm willing to. If I'm having a conversation, I'm willing to take it wherever this man wants to go, because I know it's uncomfortable. You don't have to be there, because you could be an innocent bystander that's hurt watching this, and they want to see men being held accountable. But if I'm going to go into a situation, let me have evidence of pattern or evidence that you have for me to present it. So it's like his back is against the wall, and if he wanted to get physical, I could take it there. You can't just go out and put DV cases, gay accusations on men with no evidence. That's not fair. Like, it's really not fair, because it can't be removed. We still talk about Chris Brown beating Rihanna years later. Years later, that shit happened in 2009. Years later, they didn't want him to come to awards because of this situation. Rihanna has publicly said she forgive him. To the people's court, y'all have not forgiven him. She was the one in this situation. How did she say she forgiving you not? We want to put these cases on men. Y'all not understand this is a lingering thing for what? 12 years at this, 12, 13 years at this point. You see how it never leaves? Woman beater never leaves. Rapist never leaves. R. Kelly has been a rapist my whole life that I knew of. People have been saying this about kids and him. People have said this things about Michael Jackson too. These things don't leave black men. Men specifically, but as far as what I'm saying, black men. Because I've seen white women defend pieces of shit that are rapists, especially what's this guy named the mayor of New York that was recently caught? I've seen white women go to the bat for this nigga, and they had clear evidence this nigga was touching and doing uncomfortable shit with women. White women still defend these pieces of shit, but in our community, we don't defend them pieces of shit. They alienated. I'm not saying they don't deserving of it. I'm just saying, if you make a claim, bro, you have to really. Like, we have to understand that it's no coming back. It's no removing the statement. Once the statement is said, it is what it is. It's a stain on a gold jacket. That's it. It can't be removed. And I think that when we talk about Tory, we're going to place it on him, and this is going to be a forever thing. So if it comes out later and he get an appeal that he didn't do it, you can't. It's not like half the world is not going to feel like you're a woman abuser. You shot Meg. It doesn't get removed. Whether he came out cleaning this, y'all still will feel like you're a woman abuser. So when we talking as far as like putting names on black men, we got to be specific. If we're going to come, we got to stand on that. We can no longer take it back. We got to understand there's no coming back from this decision. But I wanted to rant, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, so what's next? How do you think the perception is going to be of Megan after now with this verdict?
I think we got to wait for the sentencing. I think that the people that thinks that it wasn't fair, they probably not gonna give him the highest years that we think he's gonna get. Maybe not. Those 3 charges.
Well, let the people know. So he's facing. Well, I'm sure everybody knows at this point he's facing up to 22 years.
Wow.
So do you think you don't think that they're gonna give him the max?
Fuck no. Because no evidence. Is it fair?
Well, I don't know
if it's fair to give a man max that has no evidence.
Well, I mean, he was convicted with no evidence. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's as simple as that.
I don't know. Like that's tough. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna give him max. They're saying that the shit is gonna end in less than a minute, but we'll come back. But max is tough. If they give him max, that's tough. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna be furious because he already got charged, but look at yo. We fucking talking. We got into a deep conversation about this Tory shit and the fucking audio cut off.
Yeah, Rock Nation cut off the audio. See, that shit crazy, man.
That's yo Jay-Z. Yo, Hov, what the fuck is you doing? You mad because we telling the truth?
Facts. Rock
What the fuck is
Nation
you talking about? Yeah, yo, and then it was like something in regards to like the pool. Like, what the fuck happened in the pool with Tory and Meg? I don't.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, just my perspective of the situation. It started off so like if we go like just to fully analyze what I think happened that night. I think early in the day, EJ, Meg's former stylist, he already had a relationship with Kylie, so I feel like she might have reached out to him, or he might have got wind that she was having a party like she frequently does. Of course, he told Megan to pull up. They pulled up. There's other people there. Odell, other celebrities or whatever. They're drinking, they're having a good time. And I think, from what he was saying, well, he doesn't drink, but he was saying that there was about 7 to 8 bottles that's being passed around, so everybody's lit. He said Megan already had a good amount of alcohol to herself, and of course, when she drinks, he was saying that when she gets past her threshold, she could be a different person. So I think at some point in the night, after a few hours of being there, she hit Tory up because we come to find out they already had a relationship or they had something going on. And she invites him over. He was minding his business wherever he was at. He pull up. They also was saying that Kylie was excited to see him. So I think Megan probably felt a way about that. And we saw the live. By looking at the live, there was a little passive aggressiveness with her. Like, I don't know if you remember watching it when Tory was trying to get in the camera. She like, back up, you wetting my phone. There might be something there for that. There's also they were saying how Meg was being a little spicy with Kylie, basically saying that she thought she was a lame bitch and all that. So she obviously there was some emotions there, and I think like EJ said that her wig was leaning or something like that. So he knew that she had a little too much to drink, and he probably saw where it was going. It was like, yo, it's time to go. Tory wasn't ready to go because he macking Kylie, and he doing what he doing. And I think personally, according to what they were saying when they left with the security, Tory told them like, nah, y'all go ahead, I'm gonna stay. He thought he was about to get something going, get a little situation going. They say he was down to his drawers, you know what I mean? So I think halfway
yo, what?
Yeah, listen, they said he was down to his drawers in the pool. Like, so I think halfway through, Meg was feeling away and circled back and was like, yo, you're not leaving without me. I think it was some rah-rah was going on in Kylie's house. She was like, I'm not doing none of that nigga shit. Y'all gotta go. And from there was a argument. I think Tory felt some type of way because she probably felt that Meg was cock blocking. Now, I'll say though, I don't feel like Tory was innocent in this whole situation.
Hell no.
Yeah, I think he did some shit. You messing. Yeah, you got 3 females. Like, you're not being honest with one. You flirting with the other. Like, he's trying to crash out. So I think that Tory, because he was feeling away because she fucked it up for him, he was arguing back and forth. Maybe there was some dialogue about the whole your music is trash because Meg is in her feelings, and I think Corey probably was Tory's calling her all kind of bitches and hoes, and allegedly Kelsey defended Meg and was like, why you talking to her like that? And Tory was like, why you defending her? I've been fucking her. And Meg got out the car the first time. What they don't talk about is the car stopped twice, according to like what happened on trial. They said the car stopped. So the first time when Tory revealed what happened, Meg got out the car, Tory got her back in the car, things calmed down, and then they drove off again. And then Kelsey and Megan started arguing. And I don't know if you remember, like at some point they had they had mentioned something about Meg kicking out I don't know if she kicked out the back window, but she was kicking the window like she wanted to get out, like she was tight. And then, the two of them start scrapping. I feel like, there was a physical altercation between the two of them. I think Meg was beating the dog shit out of Kelsey. Like you said earlier, Kelsey's 4'11", Meg is 5'10", 5'11". There's a big difference there in height and size. And I think that, emotions were high. Kelsey, like the witness said, she went to the side door, pulled out the hammer, or at least attempted. I think that Tory and Kelsey was fighting. There was a struggle over the gun, and it could have accidentally went off, or maybe Kelsey might have allegedly intentionally tried to shoot her. I think that Tory did shoot in the air, maybe to defuse the situation, which is what the witness said. He saw him shooting in the air. And that was that. But you know, personally, I don't feel like they were arguing about rap music and he just took a gun out and was like, dance, bitch, dance. Like no one else spoke on that outside of Meg. So, you know, but he was still convicted anyways, and he's gonna appeal. On the 27th is when he's supposed to go before the judge again. And we would actually, it was just, go back on Shade Room. They said that Tory fired his legal team, and he's now going to be represented by Suge Knight's former attorney. So
we all know Suge Knight had some run-ins, and he won a lot of them to this recent one.
Yeah.
So that's kind of tough. Like, nah, his lawyer's ass. I don't understand how they lost that. Like, it's like you was up by 50 by the half. How they come back? The fuck is going on in this world? But yeah, nah, I think if he want to be a free man or lessen the sentence or lessen the dent, like it is time for new lawyers and etc. But I think how you explain the story is probably exactly how it happened, because if you put all the pieces together through the lies and some truths and the things that's consistent out of all the people that spoke mouths, that's what it came to be honest with you. Like, but like, you know, the interesting factor in which I had a side conversation with somebody else about is, yo, partisan Meg boyfriend, he takes an L in this situation. Like, this ain't a good look, bro. We just don't talk about it, but like, I feel like people don't understand these relationships that we see be fake as fuck. These be PR teams putting together, seeing that it's like equal opportunities for each artist, and they assign these relationships to people. You got some of them turn out real, some of them turn out fake, like i.e. Dirk and Dej Loaf, in which Dej Loaf took a major L. You know what I'm saying? You got Meg and Moneybagg Yo. Meg took a L and they actually helped Moneybagg Yo. Party being a songwriter, I've heard of his name like come through prior to this, and then I did my research as far as like, I got people that I know that's into music. He's always been a dope songwriter, and I actually listen to his music. He make dope songs. He probably didn't have the image. Something didn't work out for him. So I think when it came to Meg, it was like, we need her, because after like prior to this Tory incident, Meg music took a big decline, and I felt like they wasn't concerned about her mental health, and that's why the music sounded like what it was. Like, Meg has had 3 rookie albums, and like the only artist that I ever seen do that. Every time it was a flop, that's not her album. That's not her album. That's not her album. And I think that she was poorly mismanaged. First of all, she's in a fucked up deal with the ex baseball player. Then on top of that, you got mismanagement. So that's why it switches over to Rock Nation. They was never concerned about her mental health. She lost her grandmother, her mother. Never took a break. We was cheering her on when she was driving the boat, but that was like depression at that point. And nobody has ever sat her down like, yo, you know what? Take a break. But I get the business standpoint of it, but you got to be human at some point, bro. Like, the music, the person is not producing doesn't sound the same. You damaging your artist, because in the long run, look what she got into. Not saying that it would have been escape if she was in a better mental space. I'm just guessing. But y'all was never concerned about this woman's mental health. And I think that's a big factor into when we talk about protect Black women, is mental health about Black women too. She's drinking every day on a live. Y'all don't find that a problem? No, y'all was cheering it on. Yo, drive the boat, drive the boat. Instead of saying, well, that's an odd reason why she's driving. It's been times that I've seen Meg had to get cut off alive because she's speaking too much and she's drunk. Yeah. It's been times that I heard Meg tell stories of how she beat up a nigga. And nobody want to talk about that. But the mental health in an artist needs to be spoke about as far as business. And I'm not saying that it's not only the management choice, because they're the business side, but it has to be a personal choice. And I think like losing your mother and your grandmother is deep. It's very deep for a young coming out of college girl. It's very sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad that she got to go through that. This traumatic events happened to her. I have empathy and sympathy there for me personally, and I think that that's a larger picture that we have to really focus on about why all these artists come out and say they're depressed and stuff like that. And Meg has never said it, but you can't tell me that's not two events that will cause depression and cause heavily drinking.
Yeah. I think what I would
I
was
off topic. My fault. Go ahead.
Nah. Oh, well, you mean as far as like party?
Yeah, party takes an L in this shit. He takes an L in this shit. It don't look good because now you jumped out the window when you was about to fight the baby and Tory Lanez and somebody else you came at. And you not knowing her real, I'm not trying to be funny, sexual history. And you sitting there about to fight niggas, you twice their size, you're gonna beat all these niggas up because you twice their size, and niggas are shooting these days. And you could have died or got into a bad situation trying to defend somebody that's probably to the public dishonest to you. Maybe you knew about it, maybe you did, but you was defending it as if you knew the real and it was told to you that this never happened. He jumped out the window of a lot of situations, and I'm not saying that he was wrong, but in the defense of his girl, like every man should. But look how you look now. When everybody's saying that she had these encounters with these rappers, and you was like wanting to get physical with some of them, and they were telling the truth. Is it messy? Yes. Were you wrong in defending your girl? But the context of what you was defending, should you have? And it's like this case doesn't benefit you. And I think he took a wrong deal in exchange as far as like a PR team setting this up. I'm not like even this funny business as far as like he don't post Meg no more. Meg don't post him now. Like it's weird. It's mad weird if you paying attention to this shit. Steph, I don't know if you've been looking at this shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one would argue that number one, him being in the industry, he's probably heard of what's going on, even if she wasn't 100% transparent. It happened before him, so I can't really see him like getting insecure about that unless like it's something where she was still, I mean, I don't know, I don't feel like she was messing around with anybody at the time that she was messing with him. But what is interesting though is during the whole ordeal, the court going back and forth, we didn't see him present. Right. I'm wondering if there's something there about that, like
right. It's very eye-opening, very alarming.
You think he felt the way, or you think maybe just the scheduling?
I think he knows the truth. Like, I think he knows the truth. I think it was on hush. I think a lot of the things he knows the truth. He just had to look like somebody to the public, but I don't like this because I was talking to somebody. I was talking to my friend Chanel, and she was telling me like, damn, he's a dope artist and I fuck with him, but he gonna take a loss in this situation. He takes a loss in this situation. Whether Meg win or lose, he takes a loss. He look crazy now. And now if y'all break up, you just was Meg's boyfriend and you a talented person. You write songs for people. He takes an L in this situation. To me. I don't know how people feel.
I mean, he does promote that, he got a whole feminist tattoo on his rib. So it might make him look crazy to break up with her right now in the height of all of this, especially with, this movement and sexual liberation. Like for him to break up with her right now because he couldn't handle her sexual past before him, I don't know if it'll be a good look for his brand.
Hell no, it won't be a good look for his brand because we're supposed to support sexual liberation. Yeah. Niggas supposed to support. I'm tired of being politically correct. Niggas supposed to support hoes. Old hoes, niggas supposed to support old hoes. You're supposed to close your eyes today and accept hoes for who they was and love them and treat them nice. A lot of niggas not with that, but no, you're supposed to support hoes or promiscuous women or whatever you name it.
Listen, man, everybody loves.
And if you're a feminist, you better not even try it.
Support the hoes. Everybody love hoes.
Support the hoes, man. The hoes is who made us us. What would we be without hoes? Nobody. Who you have to practice on? Hoes. Like this. You gotta support the hoes.
Yep.
Damn, that was
I would before we move on to I would like to see Megan move past this situation. I feel like this issue has become synonymous. When you hear Meg Thee Stallion at this point, she is forever connected to Tory and the shooting. For me, I feel like the perception is she's a victim and she's looked at as the woman who got shot in the foot. And I feel
music like don't come up now.
Yeah, like even with Rihanna, it took Rihanna a long time before, like, even that mugshot. Like, at
Right,
one point, we couldn't escape it. Like, she
right,
was looked at as the domestic violence victim. She's a
right.
victim, and it took her a while. She had to go through a whole rebrand and all that. So, I would like to see Meg, move past this and kind of rebrand and change her sound. And I wish her the best, because even though I do feel like she might have lied about a few things, she still didn't deserve to get shot. I pray for all of them out there. Like,
Agree.
even Kelsey. What I think is interesting too, everybody's like, support Black women and believe Black women and whatever, but it seems like it's only when it's a celebrity. Because what about Kelsey? Kelsey also is a victim, whether she omitted information or whatever the case may be. She was assaulted. That is a fact. There's proof of that. And
Ooh, they ain't gonna like this.
she was betrayed, but nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody
Let
just
her cook.
is she
Yo,
taking money
ISO
from
for
Tory?
Steph.
Nah, for real. Like, oh, she's
ISO for
taking money
Steph.
from Tory. But like, what about what she went through, being betrayed by a friend? Then you get beat up by that friend allegedly. Then allegedly you got assaulted by the same guy. Like, they both backstabbed her, but nobody empathizes with her because they're like, well, you took money from Tory. Like, listen, believe all Black women, not just the ones that we like.
Oh my God. Let her cook. ISO for Steph. Just set picks. I'm just here setting picks. Steph, just shoot the ball. Just shoot it. You got the high hand right now. Just shoot the ball. Damn. What are we moving into? All right, Casanet, man. Casanet, man. I got this thing about me as a New Yorker. I like when I see New Yorkers coming up, because we come from a place of survival, because we don't really acknowledge celebrities or people doing the right thing. We very prideful in New York. We very like standoffish. So when I see New York people, whether it's the state or city doing a thing, I like to support. So I've been really paying attention to Casanet about 2 years. I think around a little bit before Tiana Trump went to his house and all of that. I was like, this nigga coming up. That's that nigga. He keeping it in New York. I loved it. I loved everything I seen coming into this point of being winning the Stream Awards, the Twitch Stream Awards. The AMP gang. I support them. Got another New Yorker fandom in there. Then this happens, and then I just think that right at then and there, it was no chink in this man's armor. Like, it was nothing wrong. Blueface and them niggas came to his house, broke his house down. He had mad situations. He never had one this deep, to where, if you want to break it down, Steph, you could talk about it, because I don't want to use the wrong verbiage as far as like being sensitive to anybody.
Yeah, I mean, for anybody listening that's not familiar with Casanet is the biggest streamer. He's a Twitch streamer, YouTuber who has a following. He does gaming. He has a lot of guests. He's had Ice Spice on there, Tiana Trump,
Hey, little baby.
I can go on and on in a little bit. Yeah. So recently he had a party, New Year's Eve, and a young lady who's also a Instagram influencer. She has alleged, she went to social media recently and has accused, well, she changed her statement after, but initially she believed that Kai was a part of setting her up for a sexual assault. So what she alleges is that the night of the party, she came with a friend. That friend had left at some point of the night. She had a lot to drink. She went to Kai and told him that, she was ready to leave. And he suggested, because it's not safe, being that she was heavily intoxicated, to go out by herself or to be put in an Uber, he recommended that she go in one of the upstairs guest rooms and sleep it off. And he assured her that she would be safe and that nobody was in that room. And, when she went up there, allegedly, some guy that was at the party had assaulted her. She said that she was brutally assaulted. And he basically told her, when she confronted him about it, that she was in his bed. And she reached out to Kai to tell him, like, this is what happened to me. Can you find this person? She gave a description, and she wasn't pleased with the amount of time that he took. She said it took him about 5 days to really get back to her. She, after a day and a half of doing her own investigation, she was able to find his social media and found out that the guy that allegedly assaulted her is a close friend of Kai that has known him for years, since high school. And so, she ended up, changing it from believing Kai had anything to do with it, but she does feel that Kai is or was protecting this guy I'll get his name. His name is
I can't pronounce it. Is
It's
Jaguar Sock
or Sock. Yeah, I butchered his name.
Sack or Sock?
I'm gonna be honest. Whatever I seen his pictures, and whatever she said he did that shit. That nigga he looked crazy. I don't want to in any way, shape, or form, make fun of this situation because it's a serious situation. But that man looked crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
He looked like he ain't never encountered a
woman. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I had to as a black man that's light skinned, I had to go on Twitter and say, I agree with the discuss, but a lot of y'all getting y'all colorist jokes off. The whole roach and creature shit. I get it. Y'all niggas is getting y'all fucking jokes off. Y'all colorist jokes off. It's disgusting. I understand the disgust, but yeah, I'm with Steph on that shit. He looked like he did that shit. Yeah, and I know it sounds like contradictory, right, from what I was just saying about Tor. But I'm sorry, I gotta call it like it is. The nigga looked like he did this shit, bro. And it's not to be insensitive because a woman was hurt and traumatized in this situation, but it's yes. Steph, do you think I should read the tweets, or you think you
can read the tweet? I mean, another reason why I believe the young lady, and I pray for her healing, because it's a very traumatic thing what she went through. Yeah, is she's very adamant on seeking justice. I know certain people saying, "Oh, she wants attention." No, she's bringing it.
No. I don't feel that. I don't feel that way about her. I don't think she's seeking attention. I really don't. I think justice is what it is. I think justice is what it is. I was just wondering, in this situation, I also want to acknowledge that Kai is choosing to also cooperate with the authorities to come to terms with this. I think that this is going to start the accountability that Black women have been asking for. We seeing it from a top streamer and a top guy that some of us might idolize or look at or inspire or admire. Taking the steps as a man to do those things is going to be contagious. It's going to be contagious, and it's going to be for the better. So it's like you want to put the fear, because of the conviction rate of rape being 10% of women going to the police and not getting and women not getting, Black women not getting justice. You want this type of thing to be contagious, and you want that rate, that 10% to increase, because it is a lot of situations where women feel like, if I go, nothing's gonna happen. So I'm glad that Kai is cooperating and choosing to do this. So I'm gonna read the tweets, which is, I got invited to CAENT. When I decided to leave, he told me I'll be safer upstairs since I was drunk and nobody would bother me. However, after I fell asleep, since I thought I was safe due to it being security and Kai's confirmation, ... However, I wasn't safe. Sock walked right into the room where I was asleep and brutally raped me to the point where I bled. Oh, I didn't. Damn. This shit hurt me. I didn't see that part. That's crazy. Brutally raped is like, that's so much, like, that's too graphic. Like, when I woke up to still see him on top of me, I called him out as a rapist. He told me that I was in bed and that's why he did what he did. That's not a fucking, bro. Situations like this piss me off. That's why I don't like reading this type of shit. I was in shock and I called in text, actually, man. I called to text my friend who invited me. She's putting in quotation because she's talking about CAENT, who invited me, but I got no answer. And I was told by the rapist that he left, which I found out later that was a lie. He told me that we can keep it a secret and pretend nothing happened. I was already traumatized by then. I asked him if he at least used protection. Damn, bro, like, even in the fucking most brutal and uncomfortable and traumatic experience, women still find in their heart to, like, ask that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he showed me a dirty condom. Yes, a skins condom. Now I have to take medication for a month. Damn. To make sure I don't catch any STDs. As you all know, these condoms only protect you from unwanted pregnancy and not STDs. Not all of them, but is not all of them. But I spent all day crying and processing what happened to me instead of enjoying my vacation in New York. At the time, I had dinner reservations, but I went to the emergency room instead, as I was still in pain from what happened to me. Describe what the person looked like to my friend who invited me. She's talking about CAENT and said, you don't know the person. However, after digging a day and a half, I found the person's Instagram that have been friends. They have been friends for years. So she got like screenshots of her sending it to Kai. and it's been 5 days since the incident, and I haven't been able to sleep, eat properly. I haven't been able to socialize or go to work. This is all I think about 24/7. I am not looking for attention. All I want is justice I deserve. I want to stop him from hurting anyone else. Yo, man, a lot of women don't have the guts, but I gotta commend her on this, bro, and being adamant about that shit.
Yeah.
Now, I have a problem with the internet. You niggas is blaming Kai like he did the shit. It's my party. I don't babysit every man in here. I can't apologize for what happened at my party, and that's the most I could go. I could apologize for his actions, but we not about to crucify him like he did this shit, bro. I don't agree with that. That I don't agree with. Two, I just think you're telling a 21-year-old to speak on a rape situation who's unfamiliar in that field. Y'all expected him to not stutter and read what his manager told him when he's telling us that his mother called him and women that he loved called him, and y'all expected him to speak clear is insane to me. It's insane to me. Y'all acting like he did the shit under his watch. He recommended a place that he thought she'd be safe. Maybe the fucking security guards wasn't paying attention, and this fucking sicko got into the room and did what he did. But I can have empathy and I can have some guilt in that, but we're not about to fry this nigga like he did this shit, bro. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the people telling Kai he gotta speak on. Who the fuck are y'all? Because after this, me, her, and the police is handling this. I don't agree with none of that shit that y'all doing on the internet, bro. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with none of that shit.
They don't like the time. They're saying that he took too long to give the name. But I think people not taking into consideration this is someone that he knows personally, and not that he's defending it. I think he was just more in shock. Like, yo, it's him. Like, this is the person that did that. You want to, at the end of the day, like his relationship, he's gonna go to the person that he's known the longest first. Let me hear what you have to say, and then he's gonna also try to help the young lady. But I think it's a tough situation to be in. It's a tough situation.
It's no right and wrong. This is what I was talking about earlier, Steph. Like, it's no right or wrong to approach this situation. You niggas cannot tell a nigga. You niggas never been here. Who the fuck? You can't pick a nigga. You can't. It's not common that we could go to men. First of all, rape is not even something that's spoke about. A lot of women don't even want to tell another nigga that they man's raped them. That's one. Then two, it's not common that niggas went through a situation where you got told that your man is a rapist and you had to press him yourself. It's no right or wrong on how to approach this. And that's the thing. Y'all want niggas to do it in what the time frame y'all wanted to. You're not the victims. Y'all are not the victims in this situation. I'm not saying that some of y'all are not rape victims. I'm saying in this situation, it's no right or wrong. You cannot please everybody, bro. But as a man, and when you as a man that is of a tier of popularity, you got to control and move right. Me personally, you damaging the brand, and you did that to a black woman, and you took something where I could have gave you $1,000 to pay a fucking girl to fuck you, bro. You ain't got to take shit. You ain't got to steal or take shit. So me, I'm different. I'm getting on a nigga ass about that shit. Yeah, we gonna have the conversation. Yeah, we gonna call. You need to tell me what the fuck happened under my roof and under my party. I'm pressing the nigga to tell me about that. That's how I would go about it. But it's no right or wrong way. The situation is getting handled. Y'all niggas is not the cops. She went to the cops first. She did everything right. He's cooperating. What the fuck else do you want from him? Y'all still talking about the 5 days, bro. This nigga wasn't you telling me he's out of country or some shit like that?
Yeah, he's in England right now. Or somewhere in Europe. He was doing a hosting. He's doing some collabs out there. And that's the thing. It's like a 5-hour time difference. So, I know the young lady was upset because she felt he was taking too long to return the messages. But, you got to factor in all the shock, him being, the time zones, the difference, him trying to get information. And he did say that in a lot of the messages. Listen, I'm trying to, hold on. I'm trying to get some information now. I'm trying to see what's going on. I think the biggest thing why the internet is killing him, number one, they feel like, well, you sent her up there. So it's a possibility that maybe it was a setup. But then even if, aside from that, they just feel like if she's asking because they feel like he downplayed him not knowing. He did in the statement say that he knew the guy for many years, but they feel like, well, she's asking for a name, give the name right away, and they don't like that he took as long as he did.
Right.
But I think it's unfair that I feel like people are more upset with him than the person who actually did it.
Not frying this nigga up.
It's crazy to me.
It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. But I do want to issue this out to black men that's listening. When you got a brand and you coming up and you got a whole bunch of niggas, because niggas and bitches gonna fuck, right? You pick the niggas that you feel is the most honorable. Any nigga that's telling you on some low shit, y'all put a pill in a drink, yeah, I'll fuck the bitch. Bro, you cannot have this nigga close to you when you becoming a brand and a popular brand, bro. This will damage your brand. So you want to, like, I think as far as like stuff me and you've been talking about, like my direction and where I'm going, I think I'm gonna have to, like, for me, when I host parties and if I ever get that big, I'm gonna have to give a speech before. Make sure all sex is consensual. Don't leave no gray areas. And this is a conversation I'm gonna have with the public, and it's a conversation I'm gonna have with my mans, because we're not playing that. Yeah. You will not return under no circumstances with rape allegations and close to me. You will not. And I have to stand on that. So make sure that these women are conscious with that you having sex with. If they're intoxicated, you can ask multiple times before engaging into sex. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? If a woman says no, don't ever go beyond the no. I don't give a fuck if the no feel like a yes to you. Because you do have women, and this is a gray area that be like, no. Once a woman say no to me today, I'm done. I don't give a fuck if it's that no yes. We not playing no games. In order for us to have sex, after she said that no, she would have to initiate it. Let's make it clear as black men that want to be in this limelight, that want this lifestyle of these rappers, that women are come with this. Your personal dealings with women got to be consensual. And if you got to sign NDAs about shit, handle yourself properly, have security guards, always have witnesses. If you got to, fuck it. If you got to record the conversation, bro. Do all things to protect yourself. When you move in the limelight, you see what's going on. He didn't even do it. He got crucified. So this should be an eye-opener. There's 2 eye-openers that I learned. What I just said and the shit about TORY. The shit about TORY that I learned is you niggas need to stop fucking best friends. This shit got into a serious case where somebody got shot. You niggas got to stop sliming these girls and fucking their best friends, bro. Because you mad because the friend ain't fucking with you, and now you want to fuck the best friend to prove that the best friend is not loyal. These women is fighting about this shit. These women are killing each other about this shit. These women are killing men about this shit. Stop backdooring people. These are 2 eye-openers. I hope all black men listening and watching this shit really learn from these situations. Stop backdooring women with their best friends. Leave this shit alone. Because I'm telling you, and I'm telling you that I'm telling you from a nigga that a nigga just recently asked me he wanted to do some shit like that. And I said, bro, the shit ain't worth it, bro. Even if she come on you, shit not worth it, bro. Piece of pussy, piece of flesh, the sex that's gonna last 30 minutes ain't worth the loyalty that was granted to you towards that other woman. Don't do it. Niggas can say I can sound corny and lame. I'm not gonna say I wasn't a 20-year-old before, bro. I'm just telling you, at 31, about to be 32, I'm not into fucking best friends. If it is, it's a threesome. If it is, we talking to the old friend. Yo, how you feel about this? We not backdooring women. You niggas got 2 eye openers within 2 months. And I'm hoping y'all paying attention to what the fuck is going on. Like, I know we black men, I'm not saying that this is a target thing, but I'm saying you have to protect yourself as well. And this is the whole thing I've been preaching to my friends. And I'm telling you to upcoming celebrities and niggas that's listening to the show, protect yourself as a man, bro. At all costs. At the cost of anybody emotions, anybody expense, protect yourself first. Dead ass. You see how Drake move. You see how Drake move. You see it. Yeah, he got money and a lot of us don't have money, but he moved very protectively. The hot sauce situation, that shit was probably real. I've heard Drake rap about shit like that.
I believe it too. He a petty nigga.
He's a petty nigga. But Drake moves with all protection of the brand, every bit of it. He make women sign NDAs so they cannot talk about it. And I'm not saying they can't talk about if a rape happened.
Shout out to Lori Harvey. She do that too.
Lori Harvey too. Protect yourself. Stop saying, well, this person wouldn't do that. No, they would. And you niggas that fuck white women, you should be more on that side too. You niggas that fuck white women, drunk white women especially, pissy drunk white women at these colleges, my nigga, I get you one. I know you want your reparations, but my nigga, you gotta protect yourself, bro. Protect yourself, bro. And I gotta be transparent and come because I think I told this story. I gotta be transparent. I'm telling you this as a person that experienced some shit like this before. This girl that used to like me that was growing up came to my house. And niggas was kissing or whatever. And in prior conversations, I said I didn't want to be in a relationship with her. We didn't have sex. We was kissing on each other, whatever. She said no to sex unless I wanted to be in a relationship. I didn't take it no further. When she left my house, she said I should go to the police and tell them you tried to rape me. I had to tell my mother, yo, ma, this girl is willing to go to the police because I do not want to be with her. This is what I mean by protecting yourself. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. That's why I don't play around. I don't play around when it comes to that. You never gonna have one of those stories against me because I'm always gonna protect myself. Ma, I didn't try nothing. I didn't try to just go over the no. I don't try to unzip pants after the no. No. And that's after that day, I don't fuck around, bro. I've been with women that said no. Yo, why did you stop when I said no? You said no. Whether your no was unclear or yes, you said no. That's final. If you want anything beyond that, you will have to initiate it yourself, or we might not ever engage into that. No is no. And I'm telling you, because as a nigga that went through something that a woman was playing around and threatening because I didn't want to be with her, I should go to the police. I blocked this woman so quick she's not allowed to talk to me ever again in life for playing like that. I'm not one of those niggas that you could come back. Yeah, I was just young. No. I'm telling y'all niggas, protect yourself, bro. Protect yourself. And I think that's very important because you don't hear men tell men this. You got niggas like Drake that do it and it's not putting y'all on. I'm telling y'all. Niggas don't speak on it, but niggas should be doing that. But in other news, we can get to another topic.
Yeah, I mean, protect yourself, fellas. Don't be fucking best friends, backdooring best friends. Speaking of friends, how you feel about dancing, grinding on your friends while you in a relationship?
Bro, Fabio is bugged out, bro. Fabio, you can't spell correctly on Twitter. Then you get on Twitter and say dancing with you was, bro. You wasn't at a Jamaican party. You was at no Caribbean party. You was in the projects in the Bronx or some shit. I don't know where this nigga was. It wasn't a place of a fucking party for you to be dancing with Asian doll like that. I wish Asian doll stay the fuck away from New York. Like, no, seriously. I know King Von died and shit, and you have been in New York because I've been seeing New York niggas complain about this. Asian doll, leave us the fuck alone. I don't know what the fuck connection you had coming here. Go away. Stop playing them 2 feet in New York turf. Go somewhere else. Why do you keep getting in drama here? It's not meant for you, bro. This nigga Favi got called out by his baby moms that he's in a relationship with and saying you can't dance with girls no more. Bro, you was dubbing a little too hard, bro. And if you're going to dub too hard, don't record it.
Yeah, they were wilding.
Yo, you can know. I don't accept Steph. I don't accept
but I mean they are, in the industry and
we're not doing shit for cameras, bro. If I got a girlfriend. You could go in the corner and fucking crawl in the corner.
What I think is hilarious about this whole ordeal is like if you listen to Fabi's lyrics, right? He has the most treacherous, craziest lyrics talking about all kind of things. But he sends out a tweet saying a nigga can't dance with his friend this world is demonic. So that is demonic. Not nothing else he talking about. But dancing with your friend is demonic. Not being able to dance with your friend is demonic. That shit is crazy.
I can't take Fabi, so he can't spell system. Did he spell system sisters? Oh, some shit.
Yeah. Immune sisters.
Immune. Yo, no, he wrong, bro. He got outed by his baby mom. She was like, "That's what you doing." Da 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 da, bro. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting like a small percentage of me is starting to kind of agree. Y'all do be allowing Spanish bitches to get away with a lie. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all really do, black men. I'm sorry. Y'all really do. Because if black women did the same shit, y'all niggas would be disgusted, bro. Y'all be allowing these light-skinned bitches, these Spanish bitches to do a lot. Because that's crazy. Prior to that, she was talking about how the nigga, this is what I mean by allegations on niggas. And she was talking about the niggas like trannies or he's gay or something. Then she took it back and she was, no. Yo, fellas, stop allowing yourself to get publicly disrespected to be with a girl, bro. You not, I can't. I don't deal with embarrassment quite correct, bro. I don't really have a space in my heart to forgive you for publicly embarrassing me. I'm not the one to forgive. Yes, I know I'm in therapy, but I'm not the one to forgive if you put that on my name, bro. Yeah. Like my dick cannot get hard for you after you just told the world that I didn't, because I didn't want to fuck with you, that I might be gay. I'm sorry.
He got gay porn on the computer. She was wilding.
She was wilding, bro. And he was wrong for dancing with Asian doll like that.
He wrong for not keeping it all the way playing with her. Like clearly he out here moving single. She's under a different impression. Like just say what it is.
Why do you get into why do women get into a relationship with these rappers and think they're gonna be faithful? You seen pussy you never seen before and women you never seen before. You're not gonna be faithful, bro. If you don't got and a lot of times niggas don't got no self-control. So
yeah, but he gotta be honest with her and have that conversation. Because now you out here making her look crazy, you dancing on, you know what I mean? Like she got family and friends that's seeing that. That's what she was saying too. Like she's embarrassed, she's hurt. You know, you just gotta be honest.
My nigga, and then like, and then not even that. You dancing with a girl that you dancing with a girl that look like she got a BBL in a Brooklyn bathroom. Come on, bro. Why are you dancing with that woman, bro?
What's your beef with Asian doll, man? What she do to you?
Cause look, Asian doll, bro.
She's Queen Vaughn, yo. Chill with Queen Vaughn. You know, you come with Queen Vaughn.
I never seen Asian doll with my two eyes until King Von died. I swear to God. Or when he became popular. All of a sudden, I'm like, when they was in a relationship, maybe I'll be out the loop. I know of Ari and Moneybagg or Ari and Javante Davis at that time. Why the fuck was I never privy to this relationship? Then she jacked King Von so bad. Then she went and did a song and did his ad-libs or freestyle off his song. Then she was in a relationship with like Quando Rondo for like 2 days. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with this girl?
Hey,
then I get on and then she fought King Von's sister, or somebody fought King Von's sister. They done beat her up.
She was beefing with her, yeah.
Then you come back with a BBL. What the fuck is going on? This girl is full of drama. What is wrong with you niggas? What is wrong with you niggas? You niggas, yo, bro, Steph, I don't understand this industry, bro. It's just I tried to simplify and it's just hood niggas with money. It's still a hood, man. Why go to Hollywood, bro? I could be in the hood, right? The hood is right here. Why go to Hollywood? It's just hood niggas with money. Like, what the fuck is the point?
Facts.
This is hood niggas with money, man. Speaking about money. I seen Fresher and his baby mom and his girlfriend argue about a wedding for 250K.
His whole net worth. Now, let me not say that. I fuck with Fresher, but like that's a lot of money for, you know what I mean? Nah, I didn't mean that. But that's a lot of money though. Like, you know what I mean? Like he asking for a lot.
And then the funny part stuff is the nigga like, he can take that 250 and invest it. Into what, Fresher? Into what? Into what? Into what?
What broke my heart for him is he said, "I love you with my whole heart and soul," and she said, "Fuck that." if you don't have that, that's broke behavior. I said, "Damn, yo."
Yo, but hold on. Nobody peeped. She was on like some show with him before. And he cleaned her up. Whatever money he had, she looked totally different from what she looked. I ain't gonna lie.
Now he cleaned her up.
He cleaned.
like she was a stray dog. He cleaned her up. That's crazy. I ain't gonna let you just say that and keep talking. So.
He cleaned her up, Steph. Steph, this woman came as I'm not trying to be funny, no disrespect for Fresher. She came as like a fat Spanish girl that was just crying about the fact that he would not like be serious with her. Like that's the last time I seen her. It was like 3 years ago. To come, she got new titties, a new chin, she's skinny, and she's telling the nigga what he should spend on the wedding. I'm like, the nerve of her.
What's even crazier is he told her that she hasn't been working for like he was holding
out.
Oh
yeah, she was complaining that it was broke or some shit last time I seen her. And the nigga haven't had a hit since wait a minute. What you want this nigga to do?
Nah, but all jokes aside, I mean, I think they got to get on the same page. And you know, I do personally. I mean, I'm a regular person, so I feel like that's a lot for a wedding. You know, I think she can accomplish the same thing with a little bit less. I'm sure she know better than any of us his finances, and if he's giving pushback, then he's giving pushback for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what investment is he talking about?
I mean, he was talking about like real estate and stocks, and you know, just basically he's saying with that type of money they can flip it and get other things, which I agree. You know what I mean? Because her asking for that type of money, obviously, it's a look. It's for a lifestyle. You trying to look. You know, you want
the marriage way more than you want the relationship.
So I'm like, you know, she could have a nice wedding for less than that. She can, and I'm sure he has enough connections. He knows people that can get it done for half that.
She want the wedding and not the goddamn love. Yo, I think that when women speak on marriage, they don't understand that. Yo, bro, that's a hit financially. Everything, that's an investment.
Yeah.
Like you just speak about it like it's just this thing. Like it's so like it's minuscule. I get it's like Disney movies have set your mind up to you want to get here, but that shit costs. But 250,000, nah. Niggas gotta. Yo, bro, that's crazy, bro. You say, yo, bro, how can you be with a woman that continue to call you broke, bro?
Yeah,
you have way more money.
I only saw a clip, so honestly, you know, I don't know the whole context, but it just didn't make the relationship look like it was in a good light. Now, again, you know, some reality shows they be exaggerating and putting on for the camera, but they got to get on the same page because it seemed like he do love her, and I'm sure she loved him too. But it seemed like with her, she only talking money, calling them broke. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I'm telling you, wait till I find the pictures and he cleaned her up. She got a whole mommy makeover. I'm trying to tell you. She had surgery. I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, I'm looking at somebody that I paid for all these. Yo, yeah, bro. Like, I gotta find this old picture, bro. Look at me and tell me that I probably paid for their surgery. And tell me what kind of money they want and to spend on a wedding, and I'm broke. Take off them titties in the ass right now. Return it. Put the money back on my card. It be in 3 to 5 business days, bro. Stop playing with me.
You gonna repo the BBL?
I'm gonna fly Dr. Miami out to uninstall her body. Yeah, I'm broke, right? Well, watch this. Watch this.
Repo the BBL.
Repo the BBL. I ain't gonna hold you.
Wait, are you ready to get into this other topic? This is a serious topic that we have to talk about. That is tearing the Black community apart. Niggas is losing they family. Their cars is getting repoed. They losing their house. All right, so I'm gonna just come out and say it.
Right.
On January 8th of 2022 at 9 a.m., FanDuel hit the black community like crack in the 80s. It's never been the same. Niggas' grandmothers is talking about put my parlay in, put my ticket in. This shit is crazy. I've never seen this shit is more detrimental to the black community. And nobody wants to talk about it.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you one thing, bro. A nigga like me, I've been down to my last 50. I had to put 5 on Luca. You gonna give me a trade?
Yeah, Luca's gonna get it done.
I had to gamble. She ain't lying. I watched my man's call his girl like, yo, babe, open that FanDuel up. Put 10 on this. That shit took over the hood, bro. Yo, that shit it's safe though. We not robbing nobody, bro. I ain't mad at it. Yo, it's so bad. Let me tell you how bad it is, Steph. I worked in a school beginning of last year to June, like June. These niggas is underage and they got FanDuels under their mom name, bro. They betting.
Nah, that's crazy.
These niggas betting on hockey. You don't even watch hockey. Bro, you ain't lying. This shit is the new crap. It's the new remember when Azul in 1942 hit the hood during the pandemic?
Oh yeah.
It's that. It's like, but worse. You niggas, hold on. You pandemic niggas in 2020 that was popping that Azul in that 1942. I haven't seen a bottle since that year. What happened? That unemployment money ran out and them PPP loans, you niggas is in jail.
Facts.
I haven't seen a bottle. Have you? I don't even know what a bottle look like. Where's Azul?
Facts. They're trying to get the money back on FanDuel now.
Bro. So when you went, pop a bottle so I can see it again. That was a great time. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody was getting money. I never seen a time in my life where everybody was getting money.
Yeah, hindsight.
That shit felt like the 80s.
Like that was a good year. Yeah, 2020.
That was a great year.
We got to sit down and just,
It was a bad year, like, of course, with the deaths, but money-wise, niggas did struggle because niggas did lose they jobs. But once your unemployment hit, and they was throwing this, remember they was throwing the 400 on
crab leg in the sea.
Huh?
There wasn't a crab leg in the sea. I was eating crab legs every week. I was eating crab legs with everything, yo. Crab in the morning with a side of crab leg omelets. I was eating crab legs with everything. Son.
Nigga went to Macy's and said, yo, put guacamole on that. Sir, you had Macy's. I said
$20. It was a good year, man.
Yo, it was a good year financially. It was depressing, but it was like the worst year I've ever seen. And I wish I was here in the 80s. Like I wish I could experience how crack hit the hood. Because if pandemic, see, y'all be talking about the 80s like it's crack era, but you niggas was fly.
Yeah.
Your mother had the little drug dealing boyfriend that she knew was cheating, but she had that expensive ass leopard mink on.
Uh-huh.
Yo, you niggas was flying the 80s. I'm not gonna lie. That's how it felt. I swear to God, 2020 felt like the 80s. It did. And I wasn't even there. Just the stories I'm hearing and the pictures I see of Alpo and all these niggas, Frank Lucas, all these niggas in New York. Like, it looked like that again. And then my thing is, we wasn't supposed to be outside. We was all outside all day, my nigga, kicking it. Nobody, I swear to God, I ain't see niggas shooting like that. Everybody had money. So that's how I know money is a big issue in the hood. Because where everybody had money, niggas wasn't violent. Niggas was not violent. Niggas was not thinking about getting violent in 2020, bro. Niggas, don't get me wrong, I'm lying. Because niggas was dying. So niggas was grieving different. But when we was outside,
robbery and crime it seemed like it was a little less. Bro,
it could have, statistic-wise, it could have went up because niggas didn't have shit. But the places you was robbing didn't have shit neither. So it's like, you was robbing nothing. You was just robbing for the act. You was practicing. But yo, you not lying about this FanDuel shit because I've been broke and I bet my last 5 on Marquise Morris to score 13 points and that nigga didn't come through for me. And I didn't put Matt, like, don't get me wrong. Do you think it's damaging? Like, is it damaging or is this like something we made popular? Because it took,
damaging.
But it took a minute to come to New York, remember, because it was illegal.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What's your perspective on it? Do you play FanDuel as well?
Do I play FanDuel? I'm interconnected. Like, I open the app, man, I gotta delete that shit out of my phone. I hit it. Listen, my the thing with me, like, I've had some good hits, but the thing with me that be breaking my heart is when you be off by one. I'm one of them missed by 1 point niggas. Like, I remember this one parlay. I wrote that shit on my wall. I had missed out on. I'm gonna tell you, it's off the top of my head. $45,825.75 by 1 point. Steph Curry. I put him for 2 assists. He had 1 assist. It's up for him. If I ever see him, it's up for him. I haven't slept.
Wait, Steph or Steph?
Steph
on the net.
Yeah, on the net. Yeah.
Oh my.
For 2 assists, he got 1 assist. I'm telling you, I'm gonna press him. I'm gonna press him.
I'm not gonna lie. FanDuel gonna get one of you NBA players shot. I'm not gonna hold you.
Facts.
You niggas better walk around security because you niggas is blowing mine. Yo, and you niggas that are whack that I'm putting under, stop going off when I do it. Stop scoring 30 when I put you under 20.
Facts.
Like, stop doing that, bro. Like, yo, bro, and under is way more money. So I be thinking like that. I gotta stop that. Yo, I be off by. Let me leave open the FanDuel shit, bro. I be off by one. I be off by one thing, bro. Not the points. It's just I be off by one task that I put.
Yeah, one line. Yeah.
I'm opening FanDuel right. I'm a bet tonight.
I ain't gonna lie. I got a play going on right now.
Oh my god. This shit is cracking the 80s, bro. Yo, you know, what I was told is if after you make a certain amount, you got to go to Jersey to get your money. Because there's a place in Jersey that gives out like a large lump sum.
Atlantic City, yeah, AC, yeah.
So it wasn't illegal over there first?
Nah, it's been legal. It's been legal in Jersey.
All right.
Jersey, Virginia, for a few states, but when it hit New York, that's when shit just started getting crazy. I started seeing niggas act unusual.
Yo, bro, I'm in a whole telegram that.
Yo, I'm in like 4 different sports betting groups. I don't even know who I am anymore. Like, this
bro, I just said I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm in the fucking.
I'm in too deep. Like, it is what it is.
I'm in too fucking deep. All right. This is one of the topics I wanted to talk about because I didn't believe it, but I was on TikTok and this shit called Toko. Right.
What's that?
A fucking guy, an Asian guy, if I'm not mistaken. If you type Toko on YouTube, just TOKO, it's a guy that fulfilled his lifelong dream to become a dog.
What?
So I thought niggas was bullshitting me. Because somebody was telling the story on fucking TikTok. So I got to look for it myself. And this nigga is dressed like a fucking dog. This nigga is, he has paws and all that. He looked like a fucking dog.
So it's like he got a costume? Like, what's it?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, Steph, you got to see this shit, bro.
Yeah, mental health.
I said to myself, well, maybe you niggas is losing it. Wow. You can see the chat. You can see the chat in here, the private chat. I sent man.
Yeah.
I just sent that. You can click the link. This nigga is dressed like as a fucking dog, and he's walking around like living his life as a dog. Bro, I'm sorry, but you might have some bestiality issues. You might be emotional.
That's what I was going to say. So what? Like, is he going to date other dogs? Like, that's weird.
That's fucking weird.
Oh man,
that's fucking weird.
Look what this world has come to.
This nigga's living his life as a fucking dog. You still gotta pay rent, my nigga. It ain't gonna escape. You You're not gonna escape rent because you. What the fuck is wrong with niggas? Niggas have lost me, my nigga.
Look what Rock Nation did, man. They made this nigga want to become a dog.
This is all Rock Nation. What was I don't remember what Tory Lane's father was even saying. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Yo, I can't even hold you, bro. But yo, these niggas is bugged the fuck out, bro. These niggas is bugged out. All right. Oh, it's two things. I'm personally, we could quickly glance over this. I did not know Bob Marley was mixed. You knew that?
I found out a few years ago.
This man father is a 70-year-old white man that got a 16-year-old black girl pregnant. That fucking pedo.
Wow.
Ain't it crazy how that shit create one of the most iconic people to ever roam planet Earth? Bob Marley. Like, that's crazy that sinister act created a fucking legend. Like, I did not know Bob Marley was half white.
Oh, so it's his father who was white. So then, but where I get the white was his white one of his wives, Bob Marley. He had a white woman or something like that.
Who? Bob Marley?
Bob Marley.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I do know that his father is the white guy. He used to ride horses and he got a 16-year-old girl pregnant and made Bob Marley.
Oh wow.
That's sick. Bob. So, and there's a lot of white people in Jamaica, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because they had white people speaking on it, speaking on his father.
I love it. The accident. It'd be so fascinating, like seeing them and them talk.
But if you're born in that region, what I'm expecting white people to talk like how they speak in New York, nigga? No, you're gonna speak Patois.
Yeah, and Asian and Chinese, they be out there with the hard accent.
Yeah. Damn. Oh, J Hood versus Styles P. Break it down, Steph.
Yeah. I didn't see the whole interview. But I know, like, I think that you probably know a little bit more about that.
J Hood went into Math Hop as my expert opinion, explain his side of things because, like, be honest with you, me as being a hip hop fan, I was never really much of a D Block fan. Blocks. I never grew up a fan of them. My cousins always been fans of them, so I found out about J Hood through them, and I had my own little like J Hood songs that I like, right? But I never really heard from this nigga in a while long. I just was like, what the fuck happened to J Hood? I always heard that he was a rat. He was a snitch. Not a rat and a snitch, like, as far as the hood, but, like, he was a bozo. Like, he did some foul shit to D Block. And they kicked him out. So I've seen previous interviews over the years. So he finally speaks. When he's speaking to Math Hop, he's telling them how he's supposed to do a deal under this record label. It's only him and Sheik signed to. And they basically slimed him for $60K. His mother had died. He got burnt out his apartment, if I'm not mistaken. His apartment burned down, and they sent him a check. And in my condolences, he actually talked to one of the managers. And he was like, "Yo, I'm sorry for what happened, and we sent you I hope you got that check we sent you." Something along the line. And he was like, "What?" And he was like, "What you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, we sent you." Stop. No, the guy was like, "Stop playing with me. Like, stop playing. Stop joshing around." He was like, "No, I don't know of no money that you sent me in regards to my family and my house burning down." And according to what he's saying is that Styles P and these niggas, Styles P and She Luke took it. So Styles P, do you remember verbatim Styles? Not verbatim, but like in Styles Samurai Styles P thing video? I can't really remember. I don't know why.
He was just more upset. I feel like he was just more upset with Math because he felt like Math didn't speak up for him, and I thought that was interesting because, I think everybody should have the opportunity to speak their truth. Right. It's not really up to Math to be like, nah, this is exactly how that happened, whatever. Even if he might know a little more information, he would be getting that information from the other party. So I feel like if you are the other party, if you're Styles, then you take that opportunity to either go back on the same platform, like that happens a lot on Drink Champs. One person will say something, then the other person will clear it up. Or he could have done like he did. You could go on wherever you are and kind of just, speak your piece without really coming at Math. That's the only part I was a little confused about. Right. Just kind of glancing over the situation. I didn't really go in depth, like, exactly that whole history. I'm not familiar with that, but I just thought it was odd that he had that energy for the host.
It's two sides. Like, I understand Styles P sentiments as far as like him having him viewing Math as a street nigga, so he expected street niggas. But niggas gotta accept that like street niggas, like street nigga rules don't always apply to when it's business. And I think we as men sometimes blur the line with between that. I think that he was looking for more integrity, and I think that Math Hop is looking for engagement. So
Right.
yeah, it's a real nigga show. Yeah, it's a barbershop in that locker room talk type of show. But if a nigga can get clicks and get you engaged or irritate you or however get you to talk about it and it gets to continue to get the show and everybody comes to my page for the engagement. All right, this was I'm coming in here because Styles, because you're gonna view the comments, you're gonna be like, I'm in here because of Styles P saying Math Hopper name. I didn't know who Math Hopper was, now I do. Right?
Right.
So you go to the page, that's what Math is looking for, to become a polarizer in the podcasting world. And I get what Styles people saying about, but I don't expect a man to have journalistic and journalist integrity. I don't expect that of nobody moving in that industry. And I can't. When you remove expectations, you take a big risk of not receiving disappointment. And I think that Styles P connected to him on some street shit, and Styles P's looking at himself because I changed my ways. I'm for the hood. I want to help my people. Love Styles P to death. I can't say he's wrong for what he's saying, but you can't look for that integrity when it comes to involving podcasting today.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to say something. Everybody's trying to get engagement. If Math Hopper does a regular show and doesn't bring J Hood up, if he advised you that he's bringing J Hood up there, you probably would have never came. We would have never got a great interview out of Styles P because Styles P always give great interviews. Or J Hood doesn't come. And I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to hear J Hood's side of things, whether it's true or false. I haven't heard from this. I feel like he's been silent for years. I'm going to his Grammy getting 213 likes. Nobody's hearing him. But after this Styles P shit, I went to one of his posts, and his most recent post explaining what he was saying. That shit got wild comments. And I think that him being the lowest tier, he would deserve a right to be heard. Like you said. This is not a show he bring the hood niggas up there, but it's not.
You got to be unbiased.
It's not in the best mind of. It's not in the best light of everybody. Everybody got a different perspective of dealing with you, no matter what you perceive, and that's their story. I mean, if you like you said, if I want to clarify lies, I'm gonna return. I'm not gonna be mad at him because Math Hopper don't owe you no loyalty, Styles. But if I was just there, I would feel insulted, and I would probably wouldn't voice it. But I would analyze it. I probably won't say nothing. Probably won't get on the internet for quite some time before I come at Math. I probably would have called Math. Yo, Math, that was crazy. You gonna bring a nigga up there? But it's nothing personal. It's not personal. That's it.
Yeah, he was doing his job.
I agree with you.
I think they were able to talk it out and squash it. It seemed like it was a serious thing.
Because that was J Hood saying that, not Math.
Yeah. But I mean, with that being said, like, do you feel in general, because of course that was a more serious issue, but with like Drink Champ with Nori, there was a lot of pushback with him because he had Kanye on this. But this is an old situation, but just in general of like platforms being responsible for the things that their guest says, or should you have some type of integrity when it comes to that?
You should. Oh man, depends on your goal. Like, try not to be biased. I would rather integrity, but I know we moving in the industry which is looking for more insight and engagement. So, as far as Kanye goes, I would have never took it down. He didn't, from what he articulated, regardless if I feel like it was the truth or not, it wasn't inflicting violence towards Jewish people. You can't spot everybody as Jewish. You cannot look at people and tell that they're Jewish. You do have Hasidic Jews that do wear things that let you know that they're Jewish, but could you tell me that Drake is Jewish? By looking at him? No. You can tell me that he's black and white, but he's Jewish. Could you tell me that Rosenberg from Hot 97 is Jewish? No. So it wasn't inciting violence towards them. I would be more accepted. I feel like the stereotypes that play amongst, like somebody said this recently, if black people's if it's a group of black people's a gang. If it's a group of Italian people, they mobsters. and if it's a group of people of Jewish people, they're doing business. And I think that we play into the stereotypes too much to where Jewish people have never been criticized. So when if we make it a normal that they criticize, if these things like this would happen. I was more surprised that it was taken down that he was talking about the Jews more than him saying fuck P. Diddy on his platform. I would have respected if P. Diddy wanted to take it down because he was saying fuck P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Because Kanye was saying fuck P. Diddy. But it was taken down. I don't think you're responsible. I do think you can edit some stuff out. And if a nigga pissed with me, he could call me. If you said some shit that's rapey, extremely sexist, gay, insulting the gay community, we might have to make some adjustments to that audio and that video. But the thing is, Kanye was so smart that he recorded some of this. He recorded the whole shit on his own, and told Nori, "If you take it down, I'm gonna post the shit." So he put Nori in a uncomfortable position, and Nori still took it down. But I do think it need to be edited for certain things. Some things I've had people on here that has said the F word. I had to go over there and re-look at it and with the context of what they were saying because I was iffy about it. So I do have integrity, but sometimes I don't want to be politically correct. Like I try not to say hoes and promiscuous for the sake of being politically correct. Sometimes I want to say hoes. So it's like I guess it depends on the mood, and I'm not responsible for what STEPH say. Am I responsible for that press and publish button? Extremely. But I think a lot of you niggas don't know, but y'all niggas don't edit videos and audio. Y'all have a lot to say for niggas that don't do that. That shit is draining. Some niggas don't want to do that. Some nigga, and then you want the clicks. That shit got with Kanye interview got like 2 million in one day. I watched it before I took it down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are you responsible? No. You're not responsible for what they say and what they recorded. Are you responsible for the edits? Yes. But some niggas don't want to do that. Some niggas don't want to take it out. That's the best part of the interview. Niggas can say what they want to say. That's that man's story. That's that woman's story. As long as you're not inciting violence, I'm gonna fuck him up, or you can say I'm gonna fuck him up, but towards a group of people, in regards to black people, white people, you can say whatever you want about white people. But even now, I could be contradiction in that. Just inciting violence, like extreme violence. I'm gonna shoot that nigga. I'm gonna shoot these people when I say that's different. Pointing people in harm, that's different. If you're not saying that that's harmful, I feel like you're supposed to. Harmful as far as inciting violence, not harmful in the sense that is misjudgment, because we just had a situation that we're talking about Styles P. Nigga, you basically saying that Styles P's robbed niggas of money. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying he a thief. And we didn't have that same energy, like, take it down, take it down. That's insinuating that man is a thief. So it depends on what we're talking about. I think that it depends on who you are. And be consistent in that. So I'm consistent. I'm not about to have no nigga come up in here, but like, I think women should just, like, it depends. You might have that for clickbait. I think women should just bow down to men. I'm not about to have no nigga on here talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to have that, not for the sake of y'all gonna be offended. I just don't personally feel like that.
Yeah. Unless you're like going to challenge what he's saying.
Yeah, if I'm going to challenge what he's saying, he can say whatever the fuck he want, but I'm not gonna have nobody just spew, like, come on here and say gay people are the devil, gay people did it. We're not about to do that.
Right.
We're not. That's not something I believe. And I feel like regardless if it's harmful of the backlash, because I'm gonna get held for it regardless, because it's Corey Cash podcast, but it's not a belief, and I think that is very harmful and it's extremely ignorant to say. So it's like, it depends on what the person said, and I'm not responsible for what come out that person's mouth. I'm not. That's that person's perspective. That person deserves, and this might come off fucked up to people. I'm at a point in my life where you're able, like, I think humans should be able to dislike what they want to dislike. If you dislike Jews, if you dislike black people, if you dislike white people, if you dislike gay people, you are able to voice it. My biggest issue is the actions. You shouldn't be killing anybody because they're gay. You shouldn't be killing anybody because they're white. You shouldn't be killing anybody because they're black. And you shouldn't be killing anybody because they're Jews. My issue is the action. When we suppress people saying things, then the actions. But when we see a situation, we at a point, right? If you say something about black people, I'm not saying this wrong. Black people are willing to find your address, make your life a living hell, put your address all on the thing, so niggas is going to your house. Niggas might be throwing it, you scared to sleep. You still a human, right? And then we wonder why you'll have a situation that happened in Buffalo when a nigga went to store and kill all black people because he's not able to voice his dislike or his anger towards black people. I'm not saying that it's right. What I'm trying to say is stop suppressing people's dislikes. People should say what they want about trans people. People should say what they want about gay people. Gay people should be able to say what they want about straight people. The issue is the actions. It's killing somebody because harming or pursuing an issue with people because of their stance or their sexual orientation that's the biggest problem is the action, bro. The action. I think that you should be a people that you should be. KKK should exist. Now, killing people is, you know what I'm saying? Killing people is the issue. You should exist in a world that if you had to sit there and look at the news, right? The news portray black people as horrible people every day. So you would gain, if you've never seen a black person, you would think they were horrible people. So you would gain a dislike towards them. Ignorance is bliss. You never went out your way to go speak to a black person or try to put yourself in a position to meet a different black person. So you would gain that observation and gain that type of embody that emotion that you see. Damn, why black people commit all these crimes? Why they killing? I get it. My biggest issue is the action. You don't go into a church and start shooting people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my biggest issue. You don't pick on and bash somebody because they gay. Like, you don't do that. Nah. You able to dislike what you dislike, and you should not want to cause harm. That's why I talk about harm is a very thing. Like, I really feel like people should stop trying to silence people from disliking things. I got a trans woman friend. My man's is a Christian. He don't believe in none of that. We hang out all together. I bring him around. He has love for my trans woman friend. Like yo, I fuck with her. Doesn't agree with the lifestyle at all. Could tell her to her face, and then my trans woman friend accepts it. But my friend does not want to cause harm towards it. You see what I'm saying? You can exist in a space like that.
Right.
There are spaces like that. And I know that I can't bring my trans friends to my other niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's spaces like that. It's openness for that. And I think that humans don't look for that. I've been the person that's like, I've been a straight male that's been trying to update my vocabulary so I'm not offending people about, like, I'm always updated with the LGBT community. Like, I always choose to update myself on non-binary. I do my own research, and I'm not saying that every man should do it. I do it so I'm not in a space where I'm offending nobody because we're in a sensitive time. So, and I have a podcast. I have a platform. So I have to speak, and I'm speaking on those type of situations. I have to speak with knowledge and not just ignorance. So I choose to update myself. And I choose to bridge the gap between gay people and straight people or people that disagree with the lifestyle, and so they can have a better understanding to know that we can all exist in one space, no matter your sexual orientation, how you dress, and how you look. So it's not a much me's on the earth, and I'm not asking for it to be much me's on the earth. I would like for it, but these things can't exist, bro. It's spaces like this, bro. I've been around Spanish women that say I don't date black men. I don't like them. I'm not trying to, and that's her dating preference. I don't have to be like she's extremely racist and I hate her. I don't like her, or she's not racist. She fuck with me. I don't have to consider her racist because if she was racist, I wouldn't be able to be next to her. She would just hang out with Spanish people. So it's spaces in where those exist, and I think that it needs to be respecting that and that aspect in those realms, and it's not. Because y'all have a problem with anybody's dating preference, anybody's sexual orientation, anybody. Y'all have a problem with everything anybody likes that they want to like. They say preference, and y'all have a problem. Like, they say preference, like, oh, I prefer white women. I prefer white men. My thing is, I don't like y'all act. The issue is if they belittling the other option, and preference means I want this one. I like this one more out of the two, out of the three, or out of the selection. Doesn't mean I would never fuck with the other three. And I don't think y'all don't understand preference. Like me, I tell women all the time, I only date black women. I don't have a preference. I'm telling you, I only date black women. So I'm standing on that and that alone. Preference would mean I prefer black women, which means I'm open to date white women. I'm open to date Asian women. I'm open to date. No, I only date black women. So I think that the world needs to stop being so harmful, and when people saying they like or they dislike things, because you're a human, you're entitled to your dealings with them and your encounters is what made you dislike it, or your knowledge of it as a child made you dislike it, and you entitled to that. It's for you to grow up. It's not like I'm not gonna say I ain't grow up homophobic. My mother always had like gay friends and stuff like that. She wouldn't bring them around me, or one might come over. I'll be in a room, boom, boom, boom. Yo, go in your room, boom, boom, boom. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like being homophobic is not a norm for black men. We grew up. You picking on the kid that's a little bit too feminine. We grew up. I'm not gonna say and tell you that I didn't evolve to the person that's accepting gay people. Like I grew up homophobic. We all did. Most of us did. Let's say that. You know what I'm saying? I just had the ability to change. When I encountered some the gay men or the trans women that I met on through Vine, it changed my perspective on it. It made me, I don't give a fuck what you do with your sexual life, as long as your loyalty is to me, and as long as you don't disrespect me, as long as you don't try me neither. And they always respected that boundary. And I brung them around the people that I knew were homophobic, and they changed their perspective. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I wish it was more me, but it doesn't. And people are able, there should be spaces that straight people are not allowed in and gay people can have, and vice versa. What's wrong with that? I shouldn't be in the, like, even though, like, I got a girl that I know that's bisexual. She attends all like Vogan and stuff like that. What do they call it? I forgot the name. I don't know why I don't remember the name. But Vogan, she go to all the Vogan events. She come to me and show me the Vogan, the trans women competition, who's look more like a woman. I enjoy. I watch the whole shit. Shit is entertaining. It's still black people to me. Black people always gonna make shit popping. I don't disregard them because they gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I watch this shit entertaining. She telling me everything. Yo, this week on this person won. A white girl is going in there winning competitions. I was amazed by that. Like, what? How the fuck? This is a space that I feel like should only be for black people. But a white woman is winning in it. And that shit was like, she telling me about this. I'm the queen in this, and this person won last year. So I'm saying, like, it should be, and I'm straight. And I shouldn't be, well, I'm not invited to Vogue. I shouldn't be voicing that. No, it should be a space for gay people where they feel sacred and where they feel safe at. A place that they built from the ground up. It should exist. And it's fine. But no.
I agree. Let people do what they do, man.
That ass.
Let people do what they do.
But yeah, our people, it depends. No, I'm not helpful. Like I said, I can edit it out though. So rest in peace, Gangsta Boo, who was part of 3-6 Mafia. How many people was in 3-6 Mafia? 6?
I believe so.
What the fuck happened?
It was
Crunchy Black was in there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crunchy Black, Gangsta Boo, DJ Paul, Juicy J. I don't know the other two. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna think.
What Infamous, Project Pat.
Project Pat, I'm bugging. What the fuck am I talking about? Project Pat. But rest in peace, Gangsta Boo. I was watching Gangsta Boo on Drink Champs. Learned a lot about her. Her name always came up in hip hop conversations. I'm not gonna lie when it came to 3-6 Mafia because I watched the Hip Hop Evolution Netflix show, and they always showed the respect. Woman from the South held the South down, like for real. Like, you know, I felt like she was always herself. It was like, even when I watched her on Drink Champs, like picking between women artists, she's like, "Nah, you're not putting me in that." You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned a lot about her, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Queen of Memphis.
Queen of Memphis, definitely for sure. Damn, what else is it? I think we covered everything. Did we? Asian Dog, Fresher, Gabriel Union. I don't really Glorilla Kinks. Do we got it? Nah, we ain't got to talk about that. Coming on fries and eating it is nuts. The 50-50 conversation, I think, needs to be dead in 2023. So I'm not even going to have it because I'm a strong advocate and that needs to stop.
Yes. That people want to do in their households.
I guess we discussed, because we're going to do our history more about, I wanted to talk about best album of the year, last year, and best R&B album and best rap album.
Yeah, you got to do a deep dive on that. A lot of music came out.
Yeah, we could definitely. We're gonna shoot to each other texts and put things in different categories and see our top 5 that we picking, and when we categorize it to last one, and you pick one, I pick one. We could do it like that. We're gonna have to do some deep research.
You got any feedback or any response to DJ Pat Takeoff's alleged murderer being released on a $1 million bond by a concerned citizen?
Wow. Yo, that's crazy. A concerned citizen?
Yeah, it's an anonymous person. They just listed him as a concerned citizen.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I hate to say this, bro, and I have to say it, and it might bite me in the ass later down the line. I'm not taking it back neither, and I'm willing to have the discussion. You niggas is looking like you did it, and you know what I'm talking about, bro.
Oh, I was hovering over the edit, but I was like, we're gonna have to edit this shit out. But yeah,
You niggas and you know I'm talking about because I don't see nobody else in that place. Listen,
you think all right? So a better way to pose it without naming names. Do you feel like it was? Do you feel like it was genuinely an accident, or do you think it was a setup?
Yes, accident.
Okay.
Emotions erased after the Dice game. It wasn't supposed to happen. They always protect it when they come over there. And I think that the way they're handling it is they're showing that they're mad about this mistake.
Okay. Yeah.
I think the concerned citizen let me know everything I need to know.
Yeah.
That's very telling.
Because what random
how much money do you have to keep this person's name anonymous?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is concerned about somebody that got alleged murder? What level of concern do you have? Somebody got to go to jail for this shit. Regardless if the industry feel like it's this person, is that person, is that person, the state is saying somebody died and somebody got shot. Which one of you niggas is going to jail for this shit? Let's remove our emotions of how we feel about takeoff out this shit. Just like moratorium made. Well, somebody had a legal gun. You're not supposed to have that here. That's against the law. Well, somebody you got to go to jail about this shit. Y'all better pick. Facts. So, what are we talking about here? Now, my emotions in it, I can feel the energy within the universe and letting me know that if this was a mistake, because it was fairly quickly. Emotions was very high. The person that did it, I understand if you felt violated, but you can't escape this because you not escaping it because not how the world felt about this person, about Takeoff, is the type of person he is. We heard Quavo into stuff. We heard what's this nigga name that's married to Cardi B?
Offset.
We heard Offset into drama. This nigga don't bother nobody. This nigga don't bother nobody. So the universe is gonna make you punish for that, bro. The universe is gonna make you punish for that, bro. To be honest with you. You can't escape this shit. This is not something that you can escape. I'm sorry to break it to you. And I see like that y'all niggas is handling it very well and trying to look like it's not an issue, but it's y'all first mistake publicly, and it's no right way to go about it. Niggas is always gonna feel how they feel. Hopefully y'all get to sort it out. And I think that concerned citizen shit was crazy. A concerned citizen, like these are like events that are taking place that I'm never seeing before. That's blown mind blowing. First, the Kelsey shit with granted immunity, then the nigga get locked up with no evidence, and now concerned citizen. You know what type of money you have to have, and what type of connection you have to get a nigga out to say he's a concerned citizen. It's only a few people that roam the earth that got that type of money and connections. To not put somebody's name down in the paper, a concerned citizen, even when you win a lotto, nigga, you got to pay for your name to be anonymous.
Yeah.
So, my nigga, a concerned citizen is crazy, bro. That's crazy. You niggas, y'all gonna have to get it together, bro. Mistakes happen, but when we talk about moving state to state and all of this shit and checking in, I should come back the same way I left. And that's that with that.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Crazy situation.
Rest in peace, Takeoff. Rest in peace, Gangsta Bull.
Gangsta Bull, yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of deaths in suicides and deaths about CEOs of companies. That's quite concerning to me. I don't know if you've been seeing this stuff. I think like a CEO of like fucking something died recently. Hold on, let me see. Let me get my shit correct. CEO.
I know they're talking about the crypto people that was mysteriously dying, but
Nah, it was like, damn, it was recent too. I figure it. I have it for now.
Talking about let me see. What's his name? Brian Goldner.
Who's that?
Yeah, that he passed away from natural causes.
Dave and Buster's co-founder died, commit suicide. I'm seeing a lot of these big companies.
Bed Bath and Beyond. Well, he was a CFO, but yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but I pray everybody's in good hands. I think side conversation. Me and Steph was talking about like spiritual and guardian angels. I hope y'all in touch with them. I hope y'all know some of the names and take the signals that you're getting.
Yep.
Because I have. That's what got me to the level of peace that I got. So get your tarot card readings, get your mind right, live honest and humbly, live honorable. Try your best to live honorable and do right because it's wicked shit going on. We losing people. Recently, my man's one nigga from that I know from my block lost his mom's, and then a week later he died.
Wow.
And that I sent my condolences from this distance, and the cause of death actually scared me because I've been battling with diabetes myself, and that's the commonality in that. Not taking the medicine. I personally went to the doctor prior to August 29th and asked to be back on metformin. So I've been taking my metformin every day. I take 2 pills after I eat. After I seen that, I told myself I got to get in the gym. Niggas is dying over here. So if you at odds with somebody right now, tell them you love them, because niggas is dying for real. Like niggas is dying, committing suicide and diabetes, high blood pressure. You got to get it right. We in our 30s, bro. We can't be living like we in our 20s eating this shit. So
health is wealth.
Health is wealth. I guess we get in the episode. I think we covered most of this stuff. We're coming back with one. I don't know, Steph. What do you want to do? Weekly? What do you want to do?
So, I'm with whatever. Whatever.
I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Episode 81. Any outs you want to shout out your Instagram or anything?
Yeah, OCAB_Steph on all social media platforms. Once again, it's OCAB_Steph, OHKAB. 100K better.
I don't gotta shout my shit out, but only thing I got to do is stay black. The only thing you got to do in this life is what? Stay black and die.
Facts.
Copy. We out.